Hi there. So many of you might have noted that I have kept a small break with my videos. I haven't posted them as frequently as in past, so of course it's due to summer vacation and spending more time with my family. And while I haven't been with my family on the vacation mode, I've been fixing my studio. So let's look on what type of modifications I have done to my studio, again in a way that they will improve my workflow and the ways of working, so getting things done faster and easier. But then also, of course, some things are convenient related matters, like cleaning up the cables from the floors and things like that. But hey, let's check it out. I'll have a small video of things what I have worked in my studio, and let's get going. Okay, let's start with the desk. So what I have done here is that I have actually changed the way I have things on my desk, and depending on what my needs are, if I want to use Machina or if I want to use Ableton Push, I will have them on my desk, of course, but meanwhile, if I'm not using them, I'm actually storing them underneath in here. So from here I can then pull, the Machina, Push, or even if I want to use Atom SQ or Complete Control keyboards. I have another layer of things here where I can pull things also to my desk depending on what my needs are. And here I also upgraded the rig for the video production, so that I have fixed rig now with my microphone in it, and then also my camera mounted into it. So let's see how that works out when starting recording with things for the next season. And what else I did is that I added amount of bass traps in my corners. So I have done some acoustic treatment to my room, and added bass traps to the corners. And then of course I had some panels already so that they insulate, but I will also still bring in some further insulation and then improve basically the room treatment while I go forward. Already it's in a pretty good state. I did a test and I measured things with the Sound ID reference, and the levels and the changes on levels are not that big anymore. They are all within 6 plus and minus 6 decibels, and mostly it's kind of close to kind of level. So those small changes that needs to be made, I'm doing that with the Sound ID reference software to have it like a normalized for the audio and for the mixing. What else I did is, as you can see, I've been working with the cables, so mounting things physically, and then also if we go behind the scenes, so behind the table. So here I have basically cleaned up my floor and all the cables from it. So I have mounted them all in here so that they do not disturb, and they are like nicely in place, so I can also easily go around the desk if needed. What I'm actually missing still is, as discussed, is the main speakers that I need to install over here. Here, by the way, you also see what the kind of gears I have here. So mainly I use Apple Studio, Mac Studio to do my work. Then I have, as a backup machine, I have a Mac Mini here as well that I use at some point, but not mainly. So yeah, this type of modifications, so cleaning up things, cleaning up cables from the floor, making things tidier, also hopefully more functional going forward, and And not much change on the rest of the room other than the acoustic treatment that I already mentioned, and there are still kind of some insulation that I will install, and few things are still coming. So that's basically it, what and how my summer has went. And there I have my main monitors, Adam A77X. They are still over there. I need to mount them behind the desk, as you might figure out. So I'll of course need to work on that still, but that's kind of the last thing to put things in place. All right, so those were the modifications that I did to my studio during the summertime, and mainly related to workflow improvements, so that I don't need to kind of spend time tweaking things like and setting things up. Everything is in place. It just kind of shoot and go, or and start building a next song, and so that is kind of the main purpose. And of course also cleaning the cables from the floor means that I can maintain the studio much easier. I can take a vacuum and take the dust away from the floors and different places, so it's much more easier to clean and keep it tidy, and again improves the workflow from that respect. Then when looking forward, my plan is to have one video during the week. If I'm getting more content and so on and so forth, I will then start posting 2 videos during the week. But going forward, my aim is to have one video during the week, and most likely that will be Thursdays that I will publish that. Starting with orchestral templates and seeing how to set up those certain tips and tricks, how to make them more efficient. And also like regarding from the memory and the CPU use point of view. So let's get going with those videos, and remember to subscribe for the channel for more content. Thanks for watching, and let's get going with the new season.